Hey, what's up? This is Keith here, so known as Fuzzy7144 on YouTube. Anyway, I just got one of my projects done and figured I'd show it off since that's what I like to do. For those of you who don't really know about classic gaming, I'm about to start a quick game of Final Fantasy II for the NES. Yeah, believe it or not, they made a Final Fantasy II. The whole series got jacked up, but, well, if you watch Angry Video Game Nerd, then you'll know what I'm talking about. There's something really unique about this particular Final Fantasy II. Just zooming through here. I don't know if you noticed or not, but holy crap, it's not in Japanese. Kind of get my butt handed to me, but the main reason I'm here is just kind of show you my project. So you're probably wondering, like, oh, how the crap did he get Final Fantasy II on the regular NES? Well, kind of got a little secret to show you. And yes, well, I have a converter box. Maybe if you saw it, these things are awesome. But anyways, this actually is not your regular NES. This Nintendo has a Dreamcast inside of it. That's why the controller ports look weird. And I'm running an NES emulator. Well, if you can see clean through the case on the bottom. I'm running a regular NES emulator on the Dreamcast that's inside an NES. And these two buttons here I've set as L and R. So, I can just hold down start, these two buttons, and it'll save the RAM, and boom, Mr. DC. Yep, right there is Final Fantasy II. I've actually played this trick on a few of my friends, and they freak out, like, holy crap. How did Keith get that? But, well, I didn't. It's actually an emulator. And I can even play really hard to find games, as if Final Fantasy II wasn't hard enough to find. Like the first Splatterhouse, for example. Which is one jacked up game. Anyone who doesn't know that already, sucks. I'm trying to play with one hand and tape it with the other with my cell phone. Yeah, that's what I figured. Anyway, it's so cool we have a power button. The last thing you'd ever expect. That was interesting because when Sega quit making systems, and I'm not going to say really sold out, but you know, you started seeing Sonic and stuff on Nintendo, and then this comes along, and it makes it extremely interesting. But anyway, and that glowing light up there at the top, that's actually the light on the original Dreamcast. I just ran a couple wires down to the LED on the NES itself. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but the disc is spinning there, and right there's the heat sink going to the fan, which I was worried about overheating, but I played this thing for about an hour and a half straight, and it barely even got warm. I guess it's because it's not so compact like it was on the Dreamcast. Anyway, feel free to leave me some comments or some feedback or something on it. If maybe you've made one and you did something a little different. I saw some threads online about people making these, but the thing they did different was they put them sideways. Me being a perfectionist, I don't like that. I wasn't going to be happy until the AV ports and the power ports were going to be on the back. Oh, in case you're wondering, reset does nothing. It's glued in place. I was wanting to set these down here, but after I realized I needed these, it was too late to put these down here without doing more work than I was really going to get into. Which, once I got done with it, it was already more work than I wanted to get into to begin with. And the reason the controller ports aren't really ports is because, well, this is going to sound so shoddy, but I would have had to buy a couple Sega Genesis controllers and use the 9-pin connector. And I would have had to have bought a couple 9-pin male connectors from Radio Shack to put in here. And sadly enough, I didn't have like the $15 or $12 to front for the parts just to do these. But I mean, I can't really complain too much, because other than that, you cannot really tell. And it is 2-player compatible. I just got the Sega controller sitting there because I don't have anyone to play with right now. Anyway, that's my latest project. And thank you for checking this video out. Like I said, feel free to leave any comments or feedback, or if you have any questions, feel totally free to ask. See ya.